is going to be a spicy episode. So let's get on it. Look, if you like any of these bands, it's fine. It's really fine. You're not obligated to like anything. You're not obligated to not like anything. It's just what it is. These bands put out their work. They made some money. They have their audience. I just happen to not like a lot of them. So, really, why am I making this video? It's to show people who don't like these bands that they're not alone, first of all. But it's also to kind of show it doesn't matter how popular you are. All it matters is, A, are you actually good? And B, why do I find you overrated? To be fair, a lot of these bands, except for the Foo, I can actually kind of see the appeal of these bands. They're just not for me. So, over to do, let's get this show on the road, shall we? And no particular order, popular bands I can't stand. Well, this one's going to be the most controversial, I think. Before I give it away, let me give you a hint what this band is. Freebird! Yeah. Now, Winter Centered. I can actually get the appeal of this band, I guess. If you like country, fine. Even myself, I like some old school country, and a lot of its roots are influenced by country like Johnny Cash. It's Southern rock for a reason. The reason I don't like them too much is because, I don't know, man. As somebody who actually likes Southern rock, I always feel like they were more of a parody of Southern rock. And I think the reason for that is they just kind of sound, they don't sound legit to me. They sound like and I could be wrong, but to me, they sound like they heard Southern rock for the first time because it was getting popular back when it was popping. And they jump on board the Southern rock bandwagon. That's what it sounds like to me, personally. So yeah, I don't like Winter Centered. Not the most hated band I hate on this list, but trust me, we're gonna get there. Guns and freaking Roses. I already actually did a whole video on this band, so I'll keep it brief why I don't like them. It just comes down to they want to be this rough, tumbled band, and but they sound kind of fake doing it. You know what I mean? They just sound like toxic. Like I said before on the last video I made about them, they sound like a toxic masculinity wannabe, whatever that means, screaming in the microphone. Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. Aerosmith. I don't get why anyone would actually like this. Similar to actually Guns N' Roses, I think, because you gotta remember, Guns N' Roses actually, in many aspects, were sort of an Aerosmith ripoff. Aerosmith started all this crap, and which is weird, because technically Aerosmith in the beginning was kind of a ripoff of Led Zeppelin, but and I know a lot of people don't like Led Zeppelin. I'm on the fence about Led Zeppelin. But here's the thing. What makes Led Zeppelin better than Aerosmith, Led Zeppelin has classic under its belt. I know a lot of people may say some of their albums are classics, but they have songs. They jam really well. Aerosmith just sounds like a cheap knockoff, like a Walmart. Have you noticed a pattern about these bands I don't like? They don't sound like the real deal to me. They just sound like wannabe bands. Really? Or parodies or something. I mean, he's Ted Nugent. Keeping his crappy politics to the side, because we're here to talk about his music, even though it's hard not to bring it up, because his music can sometimes a quote into his crappy politics. I'm just going to say the reason why I don't like him is simply because he just has a really bad singing voice. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people I like with bad singing voices. I love Bob Dylan. I love even Nick Cave has a really interesting voice. Eddie Vedder. But here's the thing. The reason I love all those voices is because they have a unique personality. They do. You know, but in the case of freaking Ted Nugent, he doesn't really have a unique personality. I get it. He's a man. Fleetwood Mac. Now, I actually do get the appeal of this band. I get it. I just personally can't. Look, maybe I'm missing something with Fleetwood Mac, because I actually do think Stevie Nicks is a great singer. I really do. But I think the problem with Fleetwood Mac just comes down to they're too slow for my taste. I don't know. I just can't stand that sound, and they kind of started that whole 70s sound, which I can't stand. I don't know. Coldplay, and this is going to be the last band for the day. Coldplay is just U2 on Sadnix. And I'm not even really a fan of U2. I was actually going to put U2 on here, but I'm actually going to save them for the next video because I'm going to do more of these. So, keep an eye on that. But that's why I don't like Coldplay, is because they sound like U2 on what one of my favorite YouTubers said before, Sadnax, if I said it right. It sounds like U2 on slow drugs. That's what I'm trying to say. But that's not just the reason why I don't like them. The reason why I really don't like Coldplay is just, I get it. At the time, they were probably the best band in the world, if you keep in mind they were really the only one doing rock adjacent music. And even in that soft, because I don't even see them as that, but it's close to saying at the time, because even Radiohead kind of went computery after a while. However, with Coldplay, I get the fact that this band was probably evolutionary for its time. Especially because they had a lot of bad post-grunge and new metal acts. But it's dated to me. That's the only thing I can say about this band. It's really dated. So anyway, have a good day and tell me what you think about all these bands. Do you agree, disagree? Yeah.